firestorm surrounding the world's top tennis player, Novak Djokovic. He's being detained by the Australian government as he awaits his day in court. Was refused entry into the country as the battle over his visa and vaccination status escalates. Will Reeve has the latest. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, George. That firestorm is swirling outside Novak Djokovic's door, at Australian customs checkpoints, among politicians and the press, tournament organizers and his family, while he waits alone in a quarantine facility. The drama is somewhat suspended until Monday, yet ever unfolding. This morning, more drama down under ahead of the Australian Open. World #1 tennis player Novak Djokovic is isolated in vaccine limbo until at least Monday, when he'll learn the fate of his appeal of his visa cancellation by the Australian government. Seen here in a new photo taken while he was at the airport, Djokovic is currently at the Park Hotel quarantine facility in Melbourne, as ABC News learns more about his temporary living arrangements, where fans gathered to show their support as Djokovic acknowledged them from his window. The 107-room Park Hotel in Melbourne is billed as a 4.5-star luxury hotel, but has been used as a quarantine facility for over a year. There are currently dozens of government detainees there awaiting action from Australian officials, now including Djokovic, whose mother decried the facility's conditions on Thursday.
They are keeping him as a prisoner. It's just not fair. It's not human.
His wife tweeting, "We will grow from this experience," and "We stand with Novak, we stand with Djokovic." Overnight, Australia's Home Affairs Minister pushing back.
Mr. Djokovic is not being held captive in Australia. He is free to leave at any time that he chooses to do so.
Australia's former Prime Minister perplexed by the situation.
There's no way that Djokovic could have got to Australia, not having been vaccinated, without an Australian federal government visa. That's the baseline problem here.
The mess began late Tuesday when Djokovic tweeted this photo of himself preparing to fly down under for the chance to defend his Australian Open crown and win a record 21st Grand Slam title, writing that he had received an exemption permission to travel to Australia, which has strict COVID rules and requires proof of vaccination for entry, with few, if any, exceptions. Djokovic has previously been outspoken against vaccine mandates and has not publicly disclosed his own vaccination status. Once Djokovic landed in Melbourne, he was detained for hours by Australian border forces, who did not deem his exemption sufficient to enter the country and ultimately canceled his visa and ordered him deported. By virtue of being the best tennis player in the world and one of the faces of the sport, Djokovic's exemption saga has grabbed all the headlines. But ABC News has confirmed Australian border forces are currently assessing the credentials of 2 other players scheduled to play in the Australian Open under that same exemption permission that Djokovic was granted. Guys.
All right, Will, thank you very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.